Wonderful. Well, thank you so much. It is an honor to be here representing Virtual Sapiens. My name is Rachel Kosser. I am the CEO and co-founder. My technical co-founder, Neil Kaiser, is also in the room as a participant. Very high level, we are building a scalable virtual communication coach. We recognize that as a world, we are moving into a new work dynamic that includes a lot of virtual connection and need for impact driving in this two-dimensional world. I wanted to take a quick step back and just provide an overview of how Virtual Sapiens came into being. So here we have a little bit of the backstory. Over here on the left is, I'm actually, sorry, I'm just gonna go back to that last slide. Classic. Awesome. So over here on the left is me years ago as a rhythmic gymnast and professional ballet dancer. I danced with the Boston Ballet for 10 years, spent my whole life in the domain of performance and physical expression. When I retired, I moved into a relationship-focused role at Harvard and noticed that there was a huge lack of physical awareness and the true power that we have as humans to communicate when our words align with our body language. I dove into the world of nonverbal communication and leadership presence, and as a result became an expert, particularly in virtual presence. Over here on the right, you can see some of the publications that my work has been featured in. Virtual Sapiens comes into play as we look at the increased dependence and reliance on video events to drive impact within our organizations. That's both internally, as we're trying to onboard and drive initiatives within the organization, and externally from a client-facing perspective. We do also anticipate, and probably not a shock to many of you, that video is definitely here to stay from an organizational perspective in terms of incentive. It does reduce cost, it reduces time spent in travel, and it helps us reduce the impact on the environment from an excessive amount of business travel. At the same time, we have videos that are coming in as a core communication strategy component. We have client-facing professionals who are uncomfortable in this new channel of communication. This is a specific skill set that nobody really signed up for, and yet now it is indicative of true professional success and impact. The existing training solutions are one-size-fits-all, high-cost, limited access, one-on-one coaching, or one-to-many inefficient workshops, right? So Virtual Sapiens is a machine learning-based software. We are building a SaaS model where our machine learning leverages my experience as a nonverbal communication expert and Neil and our technical team's chops in building algorithms that will allow individuals to receive personalized, consistent feedback in real video events. Now, that'll both be asynchronous in terms of rehearsals, practicing for that important presentation or that important call, but then also live in-call nudges, as you see right here with our Virtual Sapiens in-call dashboard. The way that we're looking at this is twofold. There's value for the individual. There's also value for a manager or team leader who wants to be able to better serve their team. So as a manager, you have an admin panel and dashboard where you can see how people are doing in general, notice any trends, and where you may need to go to support people best. In terms of who this is for, so I've sprinkled this in throughout, but we really are targeting client-facing professionals and leaders. We think that this could be a beautiful tool for that remote onboarding package. You have new employees joining your team. This is a way to show them that you care about the way they present and also the way they feel when they're communicating across channels and also communicating with clients. Litigators, legal representatives is another area that I've worked with personally in the past. Those moments are critical and you have to lead with a strong impression and also involve your entire body while doing so. Our feedback focuses on setup, body language cues, eye contact, facial expressions, gestures, and vocal cues, intonation, filler words, everything that you need to really lead and deliver with impact. School districts, virtual interview prep, sales training, these are all other areas that we're also looking to involve ourselves with. I wanted to just end with a quick flash of our team. Neil and I over here on the left, we are fortunate to be a part of Mass Challenge this summer, and we have some incredible champions as well. Feel free to reach out with any questions. I'd be more than happy to chat.